Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well out there. Today I want to talk a little bit about this new amp behind me here that you see, which is the Blackstar Studio 10. I got my hands on this amp this week and it's so fun. I'm really excited to have this amp. It sounds so good and I'm really enjoying just all the great tones I'm getting straight out of this thing. I've got the 6R6 version behind me and it's really cool because this is a single-ended Class A amplifier. So single-ended means it's only got one power tube. It's got a single 6R6 power tube and a single ECC83 preamp tube. We may also know those better as 12AX7s. If you know anything about power amp tubes and the sort of tonal changes that they impart on the amplifier, you'll probably know that a 6R6 will give you a slightly mid-scooped, very American style sound. So straight away you should be able to paint a little bit of a picture about what sort of tones we're going to get from this amp. Now this is only a 10 watt amp, so it's great for studio use. You could probably gig with it. It's probably just about loud enough, especially if you mic it up as well. And the great thing is, it's got a 12-inch speaker. I'm a really big fan of even small amps with 12-inch speakers. It's got a Celestion 7080, which is an 80 watt speaker. So you've got a 10 watt power amp going into an 80 watt speaker. There's plenty of headroom in this thing as well. So the overdrive you heard at the start of that was just coming straight from the amp as well. It's got a real simple circuit. It's got a drive knob, a tone knob, just a single tone knob, reverb and master volume. There's a switch for the clean and the overdrive channel. I'm using my Tokai 335 style guitar and the amplifier is mic'd with an Aston Origin condenser mic. So everything you hear there came straight from the amplifier. So let's look at some clean tones. For this, I've got all the knobs set straight up to 12 o'clock. So the gain, tone and reverb are all at 12 and the master volume's on 2. Here's the clean tone on the bridge humbucker. And the middle position. And the neck. It also works great with single coils. So here's my Shergold Masquerader. Here's the sound on the bridge pickup. Position 2. Position 3, the middle single coil. Position 4. And finally the neck. So as you saw, I kicked off the video with a little bit of a blues jam, but really the amp can do many, many things. You probably couldn't play metal on it because it just doesn't have enough drive, and obviously it's only a 10-watt combo. But if you want to play blues, classic rock, funk, you know, this amp's definitely got you covered. It really does that kind of John Mayer-y vibe really well. So when you get a single coil loaded guitar, neck and middle pickups activated, nice rounded clean tone, you can easily get in that sort of John Mayer ballpark. Alright, so let's take a look at the overdrive. So I've flipped over to the overdrive channel now. I've got my 335 back. I've got the gain set to 12 o'clock. The tone set to 12 o'clock. I've dialed the reverb back just a touch, and the master volume is still on about 2. So here is some of the tones on the bridge pickup, with the bridge pickup volume at full. Flip to the middle position now. This is both humbuckers on together. And finally, the neck position humbucker. So the Studio 10 has some great sounds in it. It's so easy to dial in a good sound. The day I got this amp, I literally sat on the floor in front of it and I just played for about an hour. It's so inspiring, and I love simple amps. I like that it's only got one tone knob. I like that it's only got, you know, an overdrive channel and a clean channel, a single reverb knob and a single master volume, because you don't spend hours and hours tweaking, you just spend time playing. And I think that's really important with an amp. I think an amp has to inspire you, and I think you can go down too much of a rabbit hole when it comes to tweaking things. I really like amps that I can just plug into and get a good sound straight out. If I want more, I can use pedals, but I really like an amplifier to just have a really good core tone, and I think Blackstar have nailed it with the Studio 10. This would be a great amp for using in the studio, as the name suggests, but don't be fooled into thinking you probably can't gig with a 10-watt amp, because you probably could. It's got an emulated out on the back, so you could plug this straight into a mixing desk or into a PA, or you could just chuck a mic in front of it. It's got a Celestion 7080 speaker, which is a full-size 12-inch speaker, so there's plenty of air movement there, even from the 10-watt power amp. I also really like the way it shows off the characteristics of the guitar, so if you play like a bluesy lick with the volume rolled back on the guitar, you get something like this. But if you roll the volume all the way up, you're straight into classic rock mode. So it's super versatile just by manipulating the controls on the guitar. If we jump back to single coils now, the bridge position on this guitar, this is like a hot kind of 001 telly pickup. I can almost get a humbuckery kind of sound out. So bridge position, Seymour Duncan STL2, got the tone roll back to about 5, overdrive on the amp. This is quite a thick sound for a single coil. If you like that real earthy bluesy tone as well, the neck position single coil works great with this amp. So there you go, there's some really cool tones out of the Blackstar Studio 10. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below about the tone of this amp. I personally love it. I love that it's a small 10-watt 6R6 amp. This would be great for studio use, and I think this would be great for gigging as well. It would even be great to combine with other amps. So that's definitely an experiment for me at some point, pairing this up with other amps, seeing what kind of tonal creations I can come up with that way as well. So I'm just going to jam out again over another backing track in the key of A. The links for the backing tracks that I've used are in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video if you've enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.